I'll let you.
But yeah,
let's. You want to do blue velvet for a second, then you can feel this and see how it goes. I
do want to feel that.
So
sure.
You get an idea of what I'm doing for the day.
Sure. Yeah.
What? Okay. Boost monster.
Freaking sick! Look at this thing. I love it. So
right, I'm gonna
sick.
follow you for a second.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Okay.
Just be careful. The tires do not have much grip.
Okay. Yeah, the seat is like, ooh, it's a different seating. Oh my goodness. All right, so trying out his Karpiel Armageddon here just so I can see what he's riding. I can tell this bike is shorter than mine. This bike is, and then his got like super fat 24-inch tires, but they don't have the most grip, unfortunately. And then he's got skinny bars. And then, so his fork, of course, is still a stock fork. So it's got a little bit more of that top out to it. Yeah, I'm gotta be a bit more careful on some of the corners there. Okay.
That thing's wild, though.
Yeah, it is. I can tell I'm a lot more cramped on this one.
Yeah, it's way smaller.
Like the skinny bars and then also being shorter?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is there different sizes of that frame, or?
I think that's kind of a medium.
Okay.
But it's small.
I can tell it's also more slack than mine.
These are touching the clamps like with everything.
Just do a good bounce on it.
It's so...
They're like shorter each, higher stack generally.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I don't have any advice. Just have fun. Okay.
Karpiel Armageddon. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Yo. Oh, okay. Whoa, frick. Yo, bro. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. Dude, that's hilarious. Wow. Oh my goodness, it gets sketchier with this. Let's do some more Shomer. What is this? Shomer Shabos. Yeah, this fork is like totally different. The whole bike is totally different. Wow. But you do have some more confidence too, though, with the fork. Oh my goodness. That's such a workout on the arms. Yo. Frick. Wow. That was a lot more difficult. That was a lot more difficult with this bike.
Sorry. I just want to make sure your foot didn't get lost.
Right on.
I think it's funny,
Yeah, it's wild, dude.
I gotta get a little bit more following you for a second.
How was that bike?
It's good, yeah. It feels like a good downhill bike.
Yeah.
Feels like a downhill bike, just the head angle is a little steeper.
It is.
And the stack or the front end is real high. But
it is, yeah, that's true.
Feels good. Like that one has a slack head angle.
It does.
But it's such a short bike. It's like if that was longer, it'd be better.
It'd be better.
It's funny how it bounces though, huh? You can feel it.
Yeah, it was just like, it was not nearly as smooth as mine.
Yeah.
Like you could probably tell like the suspension was kind of smoother.
Oh yeah.
It was just smoother overall on mine, wasn't it?
Yeah, I can't wait to, I want to follow you a little bit more.
Let's do that, yeah. It was sketchy, like I liked the slacker head angle, but then it just was a little rowdy, just rough.
And it's weird because it does this a lot. Like the teeter-tottery.
Right.
Like you'll come into a corner and it's like fully slack and then it's fully steep.
Yeah, because I think it's just because like the rear is just like too soft, and then, well, also because it rebounds quite fast.
Yeah.
So that would also add to that.
Yeah.
It's so wild. Whoa. Okay, I think I'm doing a bit of drifts. Okay. I love how I can just like sit upright and like Okay. Yo. Nice. Oh, frick. Okay. Yo. What is going on with Kyle's tire? It's all the tire, not the wheel.
I think I stretched the beads.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was weird. I just pumped it up and then it just went dunk and the whole left side unbeaded. And then
Oh, really?
Popped out and I was like, oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Switching bikes, let's do some Ho Chi Minh here. Trying some more Karpiel Armageddon. Oh yeah. Ho Chi Minh was closed all year until now. Man, if this bike just had wider bars, it would help so much. Frick. Oh, frick. Yo. Yeah. All right. Ooh. Was I? Thanks. I was so wishing I had wider bars.
Really?
It would help so much on this bike. Oh man.
That's how wide they made them back then.
I know. I don't know why. Why did they make them so skinny? I don't get it.
That was sick. You shredded. The corner's good though.
Thanks. I was feeling not the best, but
yeah,
I did my best. But
definitely a different world, huh?
yeah, it is.
This thing, your bike feels so much like a modern bike. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
It definitely feels steeper than 64.
64.5 is what they say.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
It might also just be because the
I don't
stem
know.
is long compared to like a modern 64 with a short stem.
Yeah.
But
60 millimeter stem.
it's just like such a fun novelty in a sense, and it kind of
Mhm.
brings you back to being a kid at least, and I don't know, it makes you appreciate the new bikes for sure.
Mhm.
But like Jordan was saying earlier, the narrower handlebars are sketch for sure. You don't have as much control, and then also it kind of makes the bike feel even smaller because instead of being out here, you're like scrunched up, and it kind of makes it feel quite a bit smaller. So yeah, I think if I were to do this and kind of do a Boostmaster style project where I take the retro and modern and mix it, I feel like wider handlebars would be great. Need to find some different tires, and the brake was smoking pretty bad by the end. So just like those little things.
What would you say is like your favorite part of the whole bike?
My favorite part, honestly, is all the adjustability that it has. I think,
Oh, nice. Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of interesting because it has a pinch bolt here, and there's this little cut in the frame, and you can rotate this cam, which changes the seat tube angle,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
so it can kind of extend or lower it. There used to be a flap right here that would cover that gap,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then this can control the shock length and progression, and then
Right.
this can also do the same and travel and everything. So when you adjust
yeah,
these,
yeah.
you can change bottom bracket height and all that.
That is cool, actually. Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they made a lot of this stuff just on a drill press. Like this is before CNC machine even, and
Oh, cool.
or the guys like at Karpiel, Mike Town, and a few other guys were saying that they would hand drill all these, and
Wow.
yeah, it's kind of cool. I just like that.
That is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of vintage, American made, just
Yeah.
I don't know, handmade stuff. It definitely feels a little bit more boutique in a sense, which I think is really cool because a lot of stuff now is mass market, which is why you're able to get such great stuff for so cheap. But
That is cool. Did they not make that many frames? Do you know how many were made?
I know that of the Apocalypse, which is the one with the 2 shocks, that
Yeah.
one there was like roughly 25 to 40.
Oh, that's it. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think this one there's probably a little over like 100-ish. But yeah, there's not many made for sure.
Yeah, they've been like the hardest thing to find. Like it was much easier for me to find a 2005 A-line than one of these.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to get one of these,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I think that your bike is sick, and I think what's kind of funny is that by having to extend it the way you did with like the longer
the
shock,
rear
and
shock,
everything,
yeah.
it actually makes the reach longer, so that makes that
A little
bike
bit,
bigger
yeah.
than
It
is.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of
bit.
funny because I mean, the geometries back in the day are just so different.
Yeah.
And I can't believe the drops and stuff that they hit on these things, and I don't know.
Yeah.
It's freaking wild.
It's
It's like
nuts.
you're just holding on for life.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah,
It is
these
hilarious.
hubs are actually really cool too. This will probably be my other favorite part.
Yeah.
These are called seismic hubs, and they're made by a really good friend of mine, Dax Downey, who's kind of like the closest thing I had to a dad growing up, and he owns a bike shop in Chico, California. But yeah, he made about 300 sets of these, and so they're called seismic hubs. He made 4-inch and 6-inch ones. These are the 6-inch. But it's kind of wild. You have to do a 1-cross spoke lacing, which was a little bit tricky to figure out. It's like a simple build, but it was kind of tricky to figure that out at first. So yeah, and then other cool thing is you can have the wheel laced up, unbolt these, and then swap out hub shell or centers, so you can like put it on a quick release fork or stuff like that. This is kind of cool. If you had like a few of these built up at a race, you'd only have to have one hub innard, which is kind of sweet.
Oh, that was cool actually.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah,
But yeah, the bike's just super fun. I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, right on.
It's all about
Have you
having a good
have you played with like the shock adjustments?
Yeah. I mean, as you can tell from riding it yourself, the shock is soft.
Yeah.
And this is an old Avalanche shock, and the inner diameter of the spring needs to be pretty big because this shaft is pretty big. So the stock spring is a little soft, so I just have the compression pretty much cranked, and the rebound is pretty much cranked as well. Rebound's down here, and then this is like low speed compression, high speed compression. I think there may also be some rebound adjustment there, but
Oh yeah, that is cool. Yeah.
it's kind of dual.
Yeah.
And it's kind of funny too, like just the way that this is all connected is so janky and awesome.
Yeah, it is cool actually.
But
I know you don't see any of these like separate. I don't know what are they called, the separate reservoir.
Remote reservoir.
Remote reservoir. It is kind of cool.
Yeah. It gets hot on the way down. It's not hot right now, but
Oh yeah.
I like the remote reservoir in this because it almost makes it look like an apocalypse.
Yeah.
Because the apocalypse, essentially all the difference was this cam actually had another pivot bolt, and there was a little tiny link in here, and they'd build a shock brace here. And
Yeah.
there's a small air shock that did the last 2 inches of travel.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so that was kind of when you went really deep, you just have that shock all the way slow, and then it would just